Hello again, everyone. I have decided to make another mess in my room. I managed to get a new TV today. It doesn't look a lot different, but I'll explain the differences in a minute. Firstly, I wanted to talk about one thing, video quality. If you don't know, there's a kind of a hierarchy of video quality through different connections and cables. Starts off at the bottom with RF, which is basically what every single console here, pretty much, uses by default. RF is disgusting. It requires you to tune to a certain modulation, and it has audio-video on one cable. That is not good. Up from that is composite, which is your standard... zoom in because I can't bother getting up. Your standard yellow, white, and red cables. Yellow for video, white and red for audio. They are a marked improvement on your RF, but still not great. But if you compare like a master system, just say, with the RF compared to the composite, and the quality is, tons better. Now on top of that you have S-Video, which, actually, I have an example. Grab my switch. S-Video is the one on the bottom right there. It uses two lines to transmit video rather than one. It uses chroma and luma, which is one's brightness and one's color or something like that. Don't quote me, I'm probably wrong, that's my understanding of it. Now that's, once again, much better than composite, but still not 100% great. Now above that, you have component, which is that there, your green, white, blue and red. This is what you find on TVs outside of, well, I don't think they have TVs even in Europe with RGB, they have SCART. So yeah, your DVD player has this, your Xbox, PS3, Wii all have these. And this is great quality. This does up to 1080p. It has 3 lines for video. What is it? It's Luma, blue plus Luma, red plus Luma, I think. I'm probably wrong, but it's great. Now above that you have RGB SCART, which is that one. SCART can do RGB, it can also do just composite. So it has to be RGB SCART, otherwise the quality is not going to be any better than composite. And also HDMI and straight RGB and VGA. They're all pretty much, well, except for HDMI, but the other three are pretty much all the same thing. They're just a red, green and blue line, which is what TVs use to shoot the, well, at least CRTs use to, oh, all TVs use it, sorry. CRTs use that to shoot like 3 different tubes at the TV. 3 different electrons, I think that's the way the CRT works. LCDs have 3 LEDs that are, super, super tiny. One's red, one's green, one's blue. Lights up the amount of red, green, and blue. Simple. Now, why am I talking about this? And why do I have this beautiful box in my hand? The problem with TVs outside of Europe is they don't have SCART. I have a TV in my house right now that has a composite SCART. I have one that has an RGB SCART, but the TV's shit. And I have, your VGA monitors over there, they have RGB, but the problem with having a monitor is, a new one is, it doesn't take the old consoles, because it's shit. So what I've done is, I've gotten this TV, this has a component input. Now, a CRT with component input for gaming is fantastic. The problem is, though, component isn't as common as RGB. RGB is, I think, available on nearly every one of these consoles here, where component isn't so common. It's available on the GameCube, sorry, and the Dreamcast, the Xbox, the PS2. So the last generation, last couple of generations. But Master System has RGB, doesn't have component. I think the Twin Family doesn't have either, but I'm probably wrong. I haven't researched that. 3DO, I don't know. Sega Mega Drive there has RGB. Jaguar has RGB. Neo Geo has RGB. Yeah, you get the idea anyway. So that poses a problem for everyone outside of Europe. So you get one of these. It's a RGB SCART to YUV, or component video converter. So it's your SCART in, a SCART in, SCART, whatever. And you can make yourself an RGB to SCART cable. It's pretty simple. It's just you put 3 plugs on it, or sorry, four plugs. You got RGB and sync. Horizontal or vertical? You need only one of them. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. but that's all you need, and then it comes out as component. So, components, alright? So, what I'm going to do is, put you up on the couch. You can look at my ass for a couple of minutes. Just going to plug it in. I've got, the only console I have to test is the Jaguar. It's the only one I have set up at the moment for SCART. So not really a great test, but still very honestly now, this TV doesn't quite fit. That's all I got. Okay. Turn this bitch on. Turn this bitch on. I apologise for the moving camera. Now this TV is pretty good. I've been playing with it and it's got a really nice picture. I don't know if you can, how well it's going to come up on camera, but I mean the picture just looks gorgeous. I don't think I've seen a CRT that looks this good in a very long time, or ever, to be honest. So yeah, it looks really great. I can't compare. I don't have a composite cable for the Jaguar. I really should have set up the master system, to be honest, but whatever. I turn off that stupid freaking screen. Oh, oops. This control is very sensitive, but it even has a control. Now I know generally, ignore that, generally you don't pay for composite CRT TVs. This one I paid $5 for. It needs to be degaussed, actually. Hopefully there's a degauss button so I don't have to get the wand out, but it doesn't look like it. Either way. Multi-picture. Oh yeah. See, we've got picture-in-picture. That's so cool. Pick rotation. Ooh. I shouldn't probably touch that because I'll never find the proper position again. Sorry. I'm intrigued. So I paid $5 for this TV and I had to go pick it up from... Oh, it was kind of on the way home from work. It's a little bit out of the way, but... and you'll notice no sound. That's only because I've got it running through the S-card through the converter. And the sound is carried through S-card and the sound isn't carried through the converter. I am going to mod this converter to have output for the sound and everything else eventually. I've been really lazy and somewhat broke the last few weeks. So I just like, fuck it, just do nothing and play games. But on the plus side, I found some information on two projects I've been wanting to do. The first thing I'm going to make is an AV switch, 16 port RGB component and composite, maybe S-video, I haven't decided yet, switch. 16 channel. And if I can find the things I need, it's going to look really cool. I'm not going to spoil it in case I can. Or in case I can't, sorry. But we'll see. Turn the TV off and on again. Turning shit off and on always fixes it. That was a degauss call, I think, cracking on that time. Although I'm probably look like a jerk for saying that. No, it was. Yeah. And the second thing I'm going to make is another surprise. Once again, if I can get it to work. I don't want to say it and then not get it to work, but it's got nothing to do with an NES. And I've been trying to make this for a while, and every time I think of something, I fuck it up somehow. But this one, I'm pretty sure I got it now. I just want to make sure. So basically, the premise of this video is I wanted to show off my TV that I paid $5 for. And the top lights up, if you can see that. Ooh, whoa! That was dumb. I apologise. But yeah, the top lights up. Little power button and stuff. Turn it off. See? It's cool. As you can tell, I'm pretty easily amused. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update on my games room because, you know, so many people care. And to say, if you haven't subscribed to the MytharusLP channel, I shall put a link, if I remember, in the description below. If you search MytharusLP, MytharusLP, it's the only thing that comes up. It's me and Steven's gameplay channel. Whenever we do something together, it goes on there. And we're starting a new series soon. We've recorded a couple of videos. We're just going to make an intro and whatnot, which is basically we're going to go through every single one of these games. There's about 1,800 at the moment. It's called the Quest to 2000, so obviously we'll be playing about 2,000 games at some point. I can't see it finishing anytime soon, as you could imagine. I've gone through that little pile over there. Little pile. Yep. That is it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.